Hey everybody, Ryan here from Madrid Coliseum, here to do my review on the Motorola Moto G 2015 edition. This is the new guy that just got announced recently, and I gotta admit, it's kind of nice. It's a little smaller than I'm used to. Like even the LG G2 at 5 inches, it's a little bigger than it, but in terms of screen size, it's a little smaller. It says it's 5 inches. And I don't believe that. It's only at 720p. So, but at that size, you probably don't notice the low resolution. Um, I do notice now and again when it's like a lot of white, a little bit of like a hatch marking, and I'm guessing that's just the touch screen that I'm seeing that's in there. You can't really make it out on this thing here, but uh, having worked especially with a quad HD display, little things I notice. Um, Other than that, again, in terms of powerhouse, it's not really powerhouse. It's a quad core Snapdragon 410, so it's nothing really over the top powerful. So if you're looking for flagship, this is not it. But if you're looking for something for a young kid who's going to school, or a grandparent, or your parents that are, so they don't really need a flagship, this is a really great deal for 200 bucks. Plus, the really cool feature is that this is water resistant. That's the neat thing. IPX7. Um, so you can take off the back, so that's kind of cool. That's actually, you can take the back off and it's still waterproof. Has little doohickeys there to sort of protect some of the more sensitive areas like the things like that. So, anyways, there's that. It also comes with this nice little, doesn't come with it, you can buy it separately, a little case for it. And again, make sure when you put it on, you cover all the little spots, because I did this earlier and put it in water. The leather part got just soaked, and I didn't exactly cover up one of those areas. So when I took off the case, there was a fair amount of water actually in here. It didn't seem to ruin anything, but everything still works just fine. So that's pretty cool, because that's probably the biggest feature about this thing is the fact that it's water resistant. I have a little video that I shot outside when I was out near a wading pool for it to, just to show that it still works after putting it in the water and taking it out. Anyways, in terms of using it, I mean, Motorola's done a really good job lately of making it very Nexus-like, so it's actually very much stock experience, and that's very cool. So most likely you might get some faster updates because of that feature. Um, how does it handle? Well, it's not as fast, and obviously it's not as fast as any of the other devices out there in terms of top of line stuff. But at the same time, it does okay. I let my kid play some Terraria on it, and I asked him, "Did you notice any difference between that and your phone?" And he didn't. He said, "No, it's just fine. The screen is okay." I found the screen a little cramped personally using it, but other than that, it worked out just fine. The battery seems to last and last and last on it. Only when we started using some ingress, it really started to really drain down the battery. But other than that, I mean, like, I'm not using it as my daily driver here, but it seems to be pretty good, especially for a 720p display. You're actually going to get a lot of life out of that. And the screen looks pretty good. Like the resolution is pretty good. Nothing really wrong with it. Again, I just find it a little cramped for space size. But for 200 bucks, for anybody that really needs a phone and hasn't really taken the plunge to get into smartphones, this is going to be it. This is what they should be looking for. Um, yeah. So the other thing I'm talking about is the camera. So the camera operates pretty well, almost like stock, but with a Motorola feel. So you can have that little slide to go through. It was neat to get the touch focus feature, so you can move the touch focus around, and it'll sort of redo the exposure settings depending on what it's looking at. And then you can play around with it yourself to overexpose, underexpose, and move it around. And then you can just take a picture. I really like that little camera feature. Neat little thing. Um, but I'll turn that off. And the camera shots, just to show you guys, these camera shots are really nice, and they actually look pretty good. Even bringing them in, not too bad. Like for 13 megapixel on a small economy phone, that is pretty decent. So some of the shots are really nice. something I would not expect out of a $200 phone. So, anyways, this I'll have a full review up on the website. You guys can take a look at it later. If you have any questions of me about this phone, by all means, just drop me a line anytime. Thanks so much.